So if you're gonna ask me, just judging off that performance, I'll ask you in the comment section, what do you think about the latency on these things? Because it seemed like there was no latency at all when using this wireless set here. I finally have done enough tests to actually understand how these headphones will work in this particular scenario, and I will provide more information about it. So if you use this pack right here and you connect it, well, guess what? You're gonna get extremely low latency. However, there is a caveat, clearly, if you're using it with Bluetooth, as I have experienced, and yes, you can use these via Bluetooth without the pack. And then that's where latency does come into play. And that has more to do with just Bluetooth not being so great altogether. But if you're looking for a pair of wireless headphones, you're getting more for your money. The TMA2 Studio Wireless Plus are wireless headphones. Did I really have to point that out? But here are a few more highlights of these. So they're 2.4 gigahertz of wireless audio. They claim to be low latency and lowlessness. We're gonna check that out for sure. They have Bluetooth compatibility, the earmuffs right here, which they call ear pads, and their memory foam. It includes a high quality coiled cable extending up to 3.2 meters. And the biggest highlight of these are they're modular. So you can replace the ear pads, you can replace the headband and so forth. So all this can be reconfigured into different types just for your own leisure. And it doesn't hurt to mention that it does come with a carry bag. It's a pretty nice cloth. I'd say that gets the stamp of approval there at least. And you can zip it up and so forth. Let's go ahead and just do it anyways. We'll do it live. And that's pretty dope. It looks like if everything fits in there, if I wanted to put the rechargeable battery right here, which you have over like 80 hours, it says, of listening time. So I know people will ask me in terms of, you know, different headphones, what are the build quality differences? These do feel, I mean, these are rather expensive. And of course, these are the custom fit of the AiAiAi M50s, but these feel very premium. They have a nice weight on them. They're modular. I can take stuff off and replace them, unhook them. And yeah, those are kind of the finer things in life, true indeed, in comparison to the AiAiAi M50s. And I don't have a problem with either or of these. And I would probably use these more or less for traveling, as I would like these to just stay in the house. That's the one way of putting it. And now compare like all my headphones together. This is how you turn them on. And if you do this right here, this gesture, this is how you would pair them to either your phone in Bluetooth mode, which is a button right over here. And I will tell you right now, pretty damn good, very sleek and dope in that regard. I will caution people during this process that you should put them together with tender love and care, as you don't want to tear them up on arrival. I mean, the price point on these aren't cheap. These are $350 headphones, but how do they stack up to other headphones? So I crunched some data and I compiled a list of headphones that I've owned and tested out, frequently use all the time. And I did frequency response and ohms rating. Frequency response is represented in kilohertz in blue, while ohms rating is in red. So the higher the frequency response, the better that you will hear all of the frequencies in the spectrum, while ohms rating is based off of volume. So if the ohms rating is lower, then it will probably be better for smart devices that don't have great preamps like an audio interface or a headphone pre. If we're looking at this chart for what it is, you see that the AiAiAi TMA2 Wireless do hold their own. Mind you, that the second best pair of headphones on this list in terms of frequency response is the Beyerdynamic DT770s. The Beyerdynamic DT770s come in at 37 kilohertz, which is pretty good, while the Sony LeakBud and AirPods, they come in at 44.1, but if we're talking about earbuds here, we know that there's a slight difference in sound because they go inside your ear versus covering your ear. And then you have the AiAiAi M50X close to 44.1, and they share about the same specs as the TM2 Wireless. However, it takes a little bit more power to drive them. One interesting fact about the TMA2 Studio Wireless Plus is the battery life. I mean, 30 hours, you can't really complain about that. I've gotten them maybe about 25 hours. You know, that kind of varies. It depends on what you're doing. But the headphones, they did last in Bluetooth mode for about 13 hours for me, but it states that it's about 16 hours. So that's pretty good battery life for whatever you're trying to do. I don't think people are gonna listen to music for 16 hours, but hey, you never know. I have to give AiAiAi their flowers when it comes to their design. Yet again, I mean, look, like no intrusive branding. You know, on the top here, you have some embedded AiAiAi branding, but you can't tell. And it's nothing like how the Beats by Dre headphones are. And I'm not trying to diss Beats by Dre or anything like that. But these headphones are definitely qualified for mixing too, because you get a higher frequency response, as we have already discovered, and it's more on par with frequencies that you would intake for mixing. I mean, 44.1, that is extremely rare for headphones, especially audiophile / engineer headphones, and these are in no way uncomfortable on my head. I know I have a real big head, and that's actually a good starting point to just talk about, and they are adjustable too. So if you have a funny shaped head like me, you can adjust them as well. So that is a great thing just to focus on right here as I do it right now, and I shouldn't do it right now, but yeah, gotta give you your flowers. What do you guys think?